You guys know the drill. The early mini trucker catches the OG parts every time. Let's go.
I'm Johnny Garage Johnson, and this is Hardcore Garage. Welcome to Hardcore Garage. I just want to take this opportunity to say Merry Christmas to everyone out there, and thank you guys so much for all of your continued support along this journey we call YouTube. I am going to share a very cool little piece of OG history that we found recently, and I think you're going to. Sure is a sketchy place to meet people for parts.
Well, we made it, and we didn't have to break very many laws to go get parts this time.
Whoa.
So what did I find? No, it wasn't a dead body. Kind of a sketchy location to meet people, but turned out all good. Nobody got kidnapped.
What we have here is a failure to cooperate. This, my friends, is an old school, early 80s LeVan Flex Thru window. Something you don't see hardly anywhere.
Mainly because they broke so easy when they were flexed. Tempered glass becomes very brittle when you've...
I just flexed one side out there. Now both sides do this. Look at the curve on that glass. Pretty awesome. And that is real. And the only issue that I found so far, you see this little turnbuckle thing here. I'm not even sure why they did this. Maybe somebody
that has had one of these can tell me, but it is missing one right there. It goes into that little clip, and then it just turns for quarter turn, and then this whole thing will just pull out of there. I'm not sure why that is like that, but it actually just goes into that little rail there. It's super hard for me to try to do this one-handed. Yeah, trust me, it goes in there. It drops in. Here's another one here. I've got this one out. I'm going to show you the clip anyway, just so you can see how. And here is this little clip. Kind of interesting. This one is metal. I'm going to have to 3D print some of these in plastic and hope for the best.
I got my nephew printing, 3D printing some of those clips, and he's going to come up with his own ideas too. He's an engineer for Honda, so he always has, you know, unique ideas. And just between the two of us, we started talking, and what he was describing that he thought would work was basically like a drywall anchor. Hopefully that comes in there. And so what I did when I got home, I started looking through my drywall anchors and found one that I thought was small enough, and I cut it off. Come on. I stuck it through the hole. I probably should have made it a little bit longer. And then I stuck one of these screws through it, and it seems to be holding. You can still see there's some flex right there on that side more so. There's actually flex on both sides. And what's interesting is this thing here, they just fit so loose if you start messing with it. If it was laid flat, it would fall, which of course in the back window, it's going to lay like this naturally. Oh, that's so scary to try to lock that down. I don't know why. There it goes. It's locked in now. The window must not have been straight or something. Yeah, you pop it open like this and just kind of keep pushing it around till it locks in, and that's how it stays. I really can't tell when it's flexed, you know what I mean, as far as like, hi, until you get to the side here and you start seeing the little change in the glass there. And look at that top edge. That thing is flexed. And it's about 3 fingers, man. So 2 inches anyway that window is bent. If you've ever had a car that didn't have window frames and you lost your keys or your keys were locked in your car, you can pull that window out far enough to stick your arm all the way down in there and unlock the door. That's how flexible tempered glass is. Now that's, you know, it won't take a shock, an impact, but it is very, very flexible. Way more flexible than just, say, a standard pane of glass. But that's what we picked up, guys. I hope the little ride along wasn't too boring there for you. There's some beautiful scenery out here in southern Ohio. And that thing was only like an hour away, so I couldn't pass it up. It was like the dream find of OG Minitruck parts. I now have every single glass window. I am almost certain that there ever was produced for a Chevy S10. I've got the 3 factory windows that were solid, clear, green, bronze. I've got a single slider, a double slider, a breezer, a CR Lawrence limo power, or whatever. I can't remember what they're called now. I'm so excited. I got the power slider, and now the Flex Thru. It's like the ultimate pinnacle of windows. Most people probably say the limo window is, but it wasn't to me because I found one. But these windows, in either of them, you just don't see them, man. I've only seen 2 of these. That's a lie. I've only seen one in person, and this is it. But I know of one other person that has one. So that's only 2 that I know to exist. Maybe there's another one out there for an S10. I don't know. As far as the limo windows, too, I don't think I've ever seen anybody else have a limo window. And I'm certain, you know, that there's at least 8 of them in Marlboro Cyclone. So anyway, I already said Merry Christmas in the beginning. We are now rolling in. We're kind of in between the holidays. Happy holidays. Shouldn't offend anybody at this time. But New Year's is our next holiday, so happy New Year's, guys. Thank you so much for following along on this journey. It's been an amazing experience. The whole YouTube thing, just, getting your thoughts and ideas out there and sharing your projects with people. It really is motivational for us, content creators as well. And I hope it motivates you guys to get out there and, do your own things. If you can't, if something's above your skill level and you can afford to pay somebody to do it, there's true car people ain't never going to hate on you for no reason at all. It doesn't matter if it's played for, laid for, whatever you had to do to make your stuff the way you want it. You go do that, guys. Take it easy. Keep on trucking.